Welcome back. We've got a marble. I'm gonna make it roll around. Amazing. Listen to this dramatic music. Oh, you're kind of big too, actually. Well, I guess I'm pretty big compared to you. You found some kid. We ran out of character ideas. You look weird. Never mind, I do feel big. Amazing. Oh, look at that! I even bounced high enough to be able to actually hit those guys twice in a row. Yeah, very different music all of a sudden. I don't mind it. Although, the tension of the music feels a little unwarranted at the moment, to be honest. I kill things in one hit too, that's nice. Can't crouch here because I'll end up... There you go. I'll end up sliding to the heart. I don't want to get the heart yet. Thank you, Cloud. What is this What's this dance animation that the character has decided to do with this part of the game? So weird that they changed that throughout the game, although I guess it's an interesting detail. Thankfully this building can support my weight, I guess. Oh, okay, that's supposed to be a dash. The dash is a tad inconsistent, but... Why do you go away, coins? Why do you appear at all? Because now enemies can actually appear from smaller bits of goo as well. Alright, anyways. I suppose the same music will probably play in those more dramatic looking northern sections of the same world as well, where this more tense music might be kind of appropriate. I feel like with how the music is right now, this place should have some, I don't know, there should be more dramatic stuff going on in the plot right now. Bye? Nice collisions you got there. Why are there boulders all around town? Also, there was this huge city here this entire time and no one ever bothered mentioning it? Oh, bye. Still weird to me that we keep seeing signs of civilization in all sorts of places outside of the town proper, and yet no one ever seems to acknowledge that anyone lived in any of these places before. The game only cares about the one little village. Like, did this place get well, I was gonna say destroyed, but clearly it's actually not that... not doing that bad. I could leave, or I could just pick up the money. And other stuff that's clearly up here. It does amuse me to make different sounds. Oh, just canceled that little flip there, that's interesting. Oh, it makes a different sound when you do ground pound, actually, that's interesting. Anyhow. Off we go. Oh boy, things to draw. Are there any notable blimps in any games I've played? There actually is one I can think of. This is a silly one. Are there any notable blimps in any games I've played? On this channel, on the other hand? This isn't a game that I've played on this channel. I feel like there should be. I've seen blimps in a few games. But I can't think of... That's quite the dance you got going there. I could think of a few blimps in a few games, but not any that I've played. Give me a second. Oh! I mean, it's not a... Yeah, I have to do it, though. Okay. I have no choice. Unfortunately, this thing's gray, but... No, it's not quite a blimp, but I have to do it. Give me a second. Okay, excuse that this is going to be kind of low detail since we don't have much space to work with, and my reference does give me much to work with. But there is something here. And maybe they took a little bit longer on this than I intended. I even have it from multiple angles, look at that. So, let's get going with the shape first. This one should not take long, I promise for real this time. Go. Look vaguely straight. Kind of like that. I guess I can live with that. I have some footage of this thing I need to look at to get from different angles. I never actually had a good look at this thing despite it being a thing in a game that I've played tons and tons. And I never thought about how this thing looked. I'd kind of cut it off here. I'm taking some liberties naturally here, but... Let's see how this goes. Okay. So, from here, it's kind of hard to tell from the footage because it's low resolution and old and doesn't show things from every angle, and I need this thing from profile. I really only have it from the very front, which is annoying. Here's one thing that's noteworthy on here. One notable feature on the thing. I have a one factory solid white there. Which I can't even fill in because it's already solid white. Honestly, much of this is going to end up coming off as just like straight. Black or something like that, but let's see what we can do. Oh. Okay, having the grid up does not actually make it any easier to follow the grid by hand. Okay, and I may not make much of an attempt to shade this one, truth be told. Just as a warning. What in the world do you look like from that side? I cannot tell. I mean, there's stuff here, it's basically just all obscured and or just like black. That's maybe what I should do, is just start with this part being black. Was there something underneath there or not? Well, I can see the answer is actually no. That's awkward, I don't know what to do with that part down here. Anyways, we'll start with just kind of black here actually, it's just gonna be kind of weird. But, you know what we can do from here is, in a few places, we get... bright white stuff. And this isn't, it's totally not going to come across what's going on here, unfortunately, but... I may also just need some artistic interpretation here to have any notion here of what's going on. And again, I don't want to spend forever on this. I may also just kind of give up at some point and say that's what I'll go with. There's a little thing sticking off in all sorts of directions, but that's very difficult for me to incorporate. Yeah, at this point I might just say that this is the thing it's supposed to be in spirit, but not necessarily in body, because there's just not much to work with here. And I have like... I can't tell what even goes on the backside of this thing. Like, I just can't get a good view of it. If I scoured the footage of this game or something like that, I might be able to get a better look, but I might have to leave it as it is at this rate. So at least here's something a little bit like... this. Does that help anything? I feel like it should help something, but whether it does is another matter. Give at least a little bit of like glare or something to these. What's supposed to be lights on this thing. Instead of it just being white on black. Oh, what are you doing up there? I don't think it's really working. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'll think I'll leave it at this, as to not spend even more time on this thing, because it's not going to turn out particularly notably anyways. This is supposed to be a vague recreation of the... I think they call it the Media Blimp. I think it actually does have Blimp in the name from Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge. Okay, I managed to catch up. Could have gone a better running start with this thing, but I will. I mean, there are media blimps everywhere now. You have a more distinct appearance. Mike, I guess? You look weird. Is that a safe place to be down there? One has to wonder why these Zeppelins are flying around everywhere. I guess, seeing as how there's nothing that seems to lead back up, that is not a good place to go. Also, the ground does get dark, which usually means that there's nothing nice around there. Okay. Jeez. I'm taking up in even more of the... Oh, what are you doing here? Did you eat the fruit too? It's not allowed. Stop it. But, where was I going with that? I took up even more of the screen than usual, so the camera is even more zoomed in. Not sure why that would be considered a good idea, but I keep not... There we go. I'm trying to dash into them and I'm pushing them instead. Go away. That's one thing done. I kind of want to challenge myself at some point to just draw a direct imitation of this mannequin. I wonder if you can. And it is impossible to tell if you've taken damage or not, I guess. That flip does have defensive utility for jumping on an enemy, because it can help confirm that no matter what angle you hit the enemy from, you can still... Oh. You still won't take damage from it. There are definitely things that could be improved on that blimp, but the back of it is bothering me in particular. I don't mean the fact that it's just solid black, I mean the back end of the shell on top. Should have rounded that slightly more. Money! Ah! There's a trap. It's really hard to tell what will and won't spawn enemies here. Because enemies are so small. Practically any of these are big enough to have an enemy come from them. Come on! There you go. Yeah. Whoa! Man, this guy's go far! Okay. For some reason, I don't feel entirely certain that I've actually explored everything here, which bugs me. It's annoying platforming are even more sluggish than usual. Oh, hi. I don't know if this game even has a combo system. It's a strange thing. The engine doesn't lend itself well to doing combos on things. I'm trying to can't jump because I'm stuck on the corner. The engine doesn't lend itself well to it, but the game seems to like to incentivize it regardless. I think I picked up 2 secrets at this point. I also need to get moving on to the next episode, so I guess I'll do that. We'll draw a platform next time, I guess. I haven't done that in a while.